Coming to the Twin Cities in December, it's the 2026 World Junior Hockey Championship.
Team USA has got back-to-back!
Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit worldjuniorsmn26.com.
Welcome to the JimBob Sports Jamboree, brought to you by TWS Remodeling. The superstar Mike Morris, the legend Chuck Foreman, Jim Rich from Fox 9. I'm Bob Sansevere, and here's the question I have for you.
Okay. Really?
Has the quarterback whisperer lost his whispering abilities? Because in the NFC Central alone, he's no better than number 2, that coach of the Bears. He's the whisperer in the NFC North now. Getting the Caleb Williams going. And I think, to me, here's the thing. If they don't come out against Green Bay treating every series like it's the end of the game, because it's clear that the kid can play at the end of a game when everything is accelerated and it's a quicker tempo, and he can't think. That's what they should be doing. He did it in the first Chicago game, and they should have won that game if it wasn't for its special teams breakdown.
Yeah, that's true. But like I say, quarterback is a position you need time to observe. You know, it takes time. And, you know, the reps in practice are important. I think last year, JJ, you know, he was out. And this is actually his rookie year.
But
so this is his first experience as a long-term professional quarterback.
But Chuck, Mike, how does a guy who's sailing passes through, different parts of the game suddenly lock in late? I mean, he can handle the pressure.
He can't. Yeah, he's got great poise. I mean, he hasn't lost many football games in his entire career, but a lot of times in that 2-minute offense that he was in, you get a lot of passes that they know he can complete, the high percentage throws that he can make. So he was hitting on those. And let's face it, when it's down to one drive or nothing, you have to have everyone running their route crisp. Everyone's coming off the ball and pass protecting the correct way, and then you have to still make the pass. But I think that the package looked to me like it was stuff that he knows that he can throw and complete.
Then do that on other series.
I'm like
I don't
you on
get
that.
it.
And then go ahead and then run 2 more plays before you do the touchdown throw in the end zone, so there's no time on the clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, what does it take? A crack a can of tuna fraternity member to know that you get the extra point to go 1 point ahead, and by the way, a field goal wins it now? Who in the world managed the clock at the end of that game with 50 seconds left? They left him 50, right?
5-0.
That's a long time in pro football.
This goes back to what I have said about him and many coaches. Only a few head coaches could handle calling plays and being the head coach.
Yeah.
You got to have, somebody telling you about the clock, if nothing else. And you're right. That's a major flaw in his regard. And also, this team's not disciplined. All these penalties they get.
Yeah, they're offsides all the time. 16 times I think they've already been called offsides.
False starts.
False starts.
False starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were only
incredible.
one this week. They were only
That's
good this week.
See, they've reduced it quite a bit.
They came around this week.
Oh my God.
They were fine.
How do you leave so much time on the clock? They're one pass away and already kicking. Unless you leave them 10 seconds and they got that one play and a kick and that's all they get, And anything can happen on special teams. Probably should have booted it out of the end zone and not let it be returned, but
By one of the best return guys in football.
Yes. It can break. It can break wide open. They have good special teams. They had every right to think that they could get him on the ground, but things happen and he brought it back. He's a good return man. But you left him too much time. You set up for a field goal.
Denny was pretty good with the clock, right?
He was good.
He made sure that he bleed the clock, and
There might have
no
been
doubt
one
your
time.
coach did.
Oh, no doubt. Bud was on top of that.
It's
And you know
everything.
what? Special teams with Bud. Now, I thought he worked more with them with the special teams than he did with the offense or defense.
You probably did. Did you have a special teams coach?
His special team, no.
He
didn't have
was.
a special team coach.
There's not that special.
We had like 5 or 6 coaches. Now you go out there, they got a whole team.
Yeah, they do.
They got
It's
coach
amazing.
for every player. It seems like.
Yeah.
But Bud did his when you got there, you knew that you got through the grapevine that Bud, especially if you were going to play special teams, that if you want to make the team, you do your assignment on special teams and you'll make it. You will make it. If you be consistent, we had this guy named Nate Allen.
I remember him.
Nate was a good cornerback.
Yeah, he was.
But Nate was great on special teams. And he was a handful, but Bud kept him because he was always making plays.
Yeah.
Always making plays.
Nate Allen.
And so at the end of the game, like that long return,
yes.
that wouldn't have happened.
The good gunners,
everybody should stay in their lanes. If people stay in their lanes,
Yep.
they're not going to do that.
I don't know how it times out with the new kicks. The way they do it now. There's a little more space back there, and it's starting from when the ball is received, then you can run. Mm-hmm. But so that's a late get off, right? You have no momentum or any speed build up really. So it may time out differently, but. Because I wouldn't know. I never played like that.
It's a different approach.
But also, when they kick short of the end zone, the ball's pretty much coming back to where it would be if you kicked it out of the end zone.
So it's 35 if you kick it out. I'd say
just
take your
give it to
chances on
him.
that, but you needed more time off the clock.
But I'm just saying in general, why not just let them put them at the 35 so they're not you don't have the risk of the big return.
The thing is, a nice return still takes 5, 6, 7 seconds off the clock. That's kind of good. But if you can get him on the ground, it's not that bad. It's almost 35-yard line. Same thing. But you ran 7 seconds. But run the clock off before and don't do it that way. Just run a lot of the time down. Get the touchdown, the extra point, kick it out of bounds, bring him out to the 35 with 10 seconds left on the clock.
All right, now this is because I just thought of this as we're talking.
Right.
Besides you, obviously long snapper. Did you play any other special teams?
Oh yeah, kick
You
return.
won all of them?
Oh, I was on kick return. And kickoff when I was in St. Louis. So I was actually on kickoff team in St. Louis in 87.
What about like block, field goal and punt block? Were you on the line for any of that?
No, I was on a field goal, PAT, punt, and a kick return, kickoff, kick return.
What about you, Chuck? Did they ever put you on?
I was only on the hands team.
Hands? Oh, for sure. For sure.
Did you recover any?
Where they kick the ball, when they're going to kick the ball, might be short.
Did you have any recoveries?
I caught one. Yeah, I had one.
That would be one of the scariest doggone things ever.
But back then, though, when they were coming at you, you knew they were right on you, too.
10 yards is all it was.
You know what I mean? You get the hands team because they're going to kick it short.
Yeah,
I was on onside kick thing, and they coming.
Did you practice that, or you just?
Yeah, we practiced it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bud was big on special teams.
Huge.
He was big on that.
He kept the first long snapper in football, I think.
Yeah. A lot of the guys that started to play special teams.
Incredible. He was incredible, and he talked to me about it after a game on Monday. I'd see him at his office every now and then. He'd stop me and talk to me about just special team play.
Mm-hmm.
He'd just talk to me.
He was definitely big on that.
Yeah, he'd be a big fan of yours.
He literally started long snapping. I think he kept a guy.
Yeah,
I think it was
Doug Dumler.
Yeah,
was the first.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Because when Mick Tingelhoff, when he got up,
right,
and then he got Doug Dumler in there, and Dumler became the long snapper. Mick played the game.
That's it, and it was easier on Mick's hands, and he didn't have to take hand pads off, or at least pull gloves off.
We didn't have
not
gloves.
that he would have gloves, but
No.
I think he had like a hand pad thing. Mick was telling me this down at Paul Krause's place when we had a breakfast out there, which I couldn't make today.
Yeah, I was there.
But Mick told me that he had to undo his pads, at least unfold his pads so he could get it on the ball. So, but anyway, he didn't have to do that when Doug Dumler came in.
No, Dumler came in. He was there specifically to do that.
Yeah.
All right. So, where are we at with J.J. McCarthy? They continue to talk about fundamentals. Chuck, have you ever heard of a quarterback where they repeatedly go back and say his footwork is not right?
Okay, why don't they just say this? He's not ready, right? Because he's not. Obviously, I mean, I see what they see in him. No question that he's athletic. He's got a strong arm. No question about it. No experience except for the games that he's playing now, and he's getting overwhelmed with pressure. For the most part, he's not getting a chance to go through his progressions like he should. And then he's holding the ball. And then with that strong arm of his, he's trying to, like a lot of young guys, like I think Patrick Mahomes, when I saw him as a rookie, his arm was so strong, he tried to fit it in there, because he had that strong arm. But it's all about the timing and knowing your receivers, and you can even if you're around long enough, how long it takes your receivers to get on a route. Boom, boom. When you take them 2 or 3 steps back, he's open.
Right.
And you just let that ball go where it needs to go. But that comes with experience.
This is all on the head coach because he had a chance to keep at least Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he shouldn't be just whispering. I think you should scream it into McCarthy's ear. And then you get an idea of what, you got to pick your voice up. He's not hearing you.
And, and maybe do something a little different with him because he's a different type of quarterback.
He is different.
Take some things that he does great and incorporate the offense around those.
I like
because I can see the wide receivers getting frustrated. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see
and they're going to
JJ?
lose those guys real soon. If this keeps going. If it's another week this, Justin Jefferson is right to the edge.
But then, too, you can't drop passes.
Can't do that.
They had 6 drops.
Yeah.
He throws the ball incredibly hard, though.
Yeah, but that comes with practice, and you got to put that touch in there.
Everything's a rhythm route. Everything in sports really is rhythm.
So they got
for the offensive
I don't know what they're going to do with him, but they made that choice. Now they got to live with it.
Exactly. I mean, the cavalry's not coming.
No.
Where's the help coming from? If this guy can't do it, we let go of every quarterback, and we got one veteran.
I'll tell you
hurt.
where. Did you see the Pro Football Report, weekly report?
No.
Mac Jones. That there's rumblings that they're hearing that they're going to want to make a move on Mac Jones in the offseason.
No.
Yeah, the Vikings.
No, who?
Mac Jones. He's been leading the Niners to wins.
No.
That's not a bad quarterback.
What do you mean?
He's taken the Niners. He's kept them in contention. Hasn't been Purdy. Purdy has played one game and won earlier in the year.
Yeah,
they're winning because of Mac Jones. All right.
Why are you going to bring Matt Jones here?
Which maybe you now feel like the guy.
Get a veteran or somebody that
he is a veteran.
Yeah, 2 years.
Played with the Patriots for a couple of years.
Yeah, but it was at the end. It was post Brady.
I don't know.
I would say this: you got a pretty good quarterback right now, but he needs more time. He may as well cut his teeth. Like Chuck said, give him what he can do and manage the rest of the game, and don't make mistakes and those kind of things.
And let's not expect anything of the team to go do anything special.
It's just not going to happen.
It's just not happening.
But what if you're a player on this team? Are you coming off a 14-win season
let me tell you, they already know.
What?
They already know it's going to be a long year.
Is it ever?
You just won 14 games.
Yeah.
We were supposedly knocking on the door of being in our Super Bowl window.
You won 14 games with a quarter.
Win 4.
You won 14 games with a quarterback that was just making his next leap to greatness.
Right. So if you were on that team,
I would have kept the quarterback. Then we wouldn't be in this position.
Right. But you're not in that position. You're just a player. So how do you think those guys are thinking right now? Just like you would be.
What they
You'd
thinking?
be going like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I remember when they traded it away, and I thought they were crazy. I was depressed for like 3 weeks. No, I was, man. I was really depressed.
I was too.
Because I knew I was in trouble.
I'm gonna be depressed if we don't move on to the next segment. Let's take a quick break. The JimBob Sports Jamboree. Be right back. We're back with more of the JimBob Sports Jamboree. Vikings legend Chuck Foreman, Fox 9's Jim Rich, the superstar Mike Morris.
Say it right.
I'm sorry.
Not duh.
The.
You talk like someone from Idly.
Wait, man, that's the way we talk from the East Coast.
That's right.
Right.
So
That's
who
right.
be giving us no? We gonna call our boys from Jersey?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. What the heck's wrong with you?
You better be careful. I may go to
me
Polici's,
nervous.
get a sledgehammer, and knock some sense into you. Speaking of Polici,
Yeah.
where would he go? What else would you get at Polici's
I
Hardware?
don't know. Well, we're working on that. We're working on the details of maybe elongating the contract with the Ace Hardware people. So we're in between right now, but we're going to get there.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Then
We'll
let's
get
talk.
there.
Let's talk about this. How about I got to get from point A to point B? What's the best way to get there? Who should I go to get me a point A to point B vehicle?
You know what? You definitely don't want to have like a bicycle or, like a trike or something like that. You definitely want to have a car or truck. And I know exactly where to do that. That's down at Dodge of Burnsville, in coincidentally, Burnsville. You'll find them right there in Burnsville. That's what's on the dealer sticker. So that's impressive, right?
Yep.
So get on down there. Mark Sava, Adam Sava, they are there for you. They're going to help you out with anything you need, from trade to going out and kicking the tires on all the new or used vehicles out there and finding yourself something that you can use and put it in your price category and make sure that you get the right deal for your trade. Okay? Do that. And when you do, you can tell them the superstar Mike Morris sent you on down there and to listen to this podcast. Okay? And they're 35W in Cliff Road in Burnsville.
Get it done. Now,
Who else is the show brought to you by, Bob?
it's those guys with the remodeling, TWS Remodeling, the window store it used to be. Now it's TWS Remodeling with Tyler Ganz. Tyler checking out all parts of the country.
There you go.
He's
And
thinking that
Experience Maple Grove is back, too.
And yes, I'm glad they are. We're gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no.
Go ahead, tell
I
us
want to
about
talk. Have you seen the Twitter battle that broke out over
Between who?
Chris Carter and JJ McCarthy's quarterback coach?
Well, I saw Carter correcting somebody to say there's no H in Chris. Well, no, what is that all about?
Well, Greg Holcomb is the guy that trained JJ McCarthy through grade school, high school at Michigan. And there was a tweet about talking about the Vikings game and said how well, great drive by JJ McCarthy at the end of the game. He's awesome. He's our future. And Carter took to social media and said, "You didn't watch the rest of the game, obviously. This guy's got nothing."
He could rub.
I'm paraphrasing what he
He could
wrote.
rub everybody the wrong way, Carter.
And so
Chris is a good
Greg
guy.
Holcomb responded,
Yeah.
He speaks his mind. There's
He's a
nothing
good
wrong
guy.
with
There's
that.
nothing
I mean,
wrong with
hey,
that. I
he's telling
like
it
him.
like he
No, I like him.
sees
You
it.
and
I
Jake
like
Reed.
that. Chris is all right.
Yeah.
So Greg Holcomb responded with just effing clown to Chris Carter.
Chris Carter.
Yeah. See, I'm
And I'm
I'm
like,
appalled by- I'm appalled by that.
Why is it that when you got a guy like Chris, myself included, that when you speak your mind, when you speak truth, people can't handle it. Your truth, I mean.
Yeah.
It might not be your truth or your truth or your truth, but it's his truth.
It's what he
and
thinks.
that's what he sees.
I just
And,
don't.
and of course, by the way, I've seen a little bit of it too.
I don't stand a lot differently than that on
Okay.
where the quarterback was. So I'm not going to disagree completely with that, but there are just sometimes that maybe things are said too often from that one individual that maybe I don't agree with.
But still, inexperience is what this is.
I agree.
This is inexperience.
I couldn't agree with you
It's
more.
not like, is he physically gifted? Yes. Mentally, I think he's catching on to the game. But it's that time on the field, that on-field experience. Hey, man, you and I both know, Mike. You get guys now that are 6'4", 6'5", 335.
Yeah.
Running 4 or 5 40s.
Oh yeah.
They on you like,
Not good. I'm not pretty.
like white on rice.
Exactly.
That's how quick and how big and how fast they are. So the guys have got to think quicker. You look what happened to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl when his offensive line was. I felt sorry for
They
him.
ate him alive. They ate him alive.
Yeah.
He became Sam Darnold against the Rams.
Yeah,
in the Lions.
just like Sam Darnold. But
So anyways, Greg then today apologized and wrote a letter to
Oh, nice.
Mike Morris. Just to you. No, it wasn't.
Thank you.
You're part of all the Viking fan base,
For us.
right? He said to Minnesota Viking Hall of Famer Chris Carter
Yes.
and the Viking fan base, I want to offer my sincere apology for my recent remark directed towards Mr. Carter, in which I referred to him as, he put it in
He
there.
redid it again.
Yes, quote unquote, blank clown, in response to comments he had about Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy. While I have always stood up for someone I love as my own son, my choice of words were completely unacceptable, and I apologize.
no, that's good. That's
Yeah,
cool.
good for him.
He wrote it all
Yeah,
there.
as long as he doesn't run into Chris might.
I would say that Chris was speaking
But
his
that's
mind,
where
and,
we're at
and
with
Greg
it.
was speaking
Right.
his mind. I mean, you can keep with what you said.
Okay,
Right,
but
right,
now
right.
I will say this about Chris Carter.
What?
When he was cut by Buddy Ryan,
Right.
Buddy Ryan said something at the time sounded absurd.
Right.
Remember the quote? All he does is catch touchdowns. And you're thinking, isn't that all you want? Well, once you get to see Chris and you find out what he's like, because his public persona was not like his private persona. So he was a guy that was very much about Chris.
Well, yeah.
But you weren't,
Oh no, no.
I don't know. Man.
I don't know. I
He is who he is, though.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But I understand what Buddy Ryan meant.
Yeah, I get it.
And I
Look,
didn't
I get it. Buddy had several good points. Several. And he missed some.
Yeah, he did.
Well, here's what Chris Carter used to do. He'd go on the field and tell you when he's walking out there practicing and stuff, before the game, he'd walk on over to the cornerback and say, I'm going to put 2 or 3 up on you today, don't you?
But that's fine.
I'm fine with that. Here's
know,
one thing I can
I
say
mean,
was
that's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
He's going to tell you exactly what he's thinking,
Yes, he
and
would.
I respect that.
and the guy caught everything that was thrown to him.
No doubt.
He did make a lot of touchdowns.
Yep.
He was a great player.
Yep.
I'm glad he was on my team, not against me. I will say that. I just didn't like him.
Oh, okay.
well, and
But
despite
I'm
the,
just saying.
but you know what? I didn't like him either from the standpoint of the media.
man.
But if you said you could have anyone in history, who do you want on the field on third down? I'd pick him number 1.
He's a good player.
He was the best
but
third down
he's a
guy.
great player.
But how can you not like a guy that speaks his truth, though, Mike?
Well, that's all I'm doing right
Or
now.
is it how he spoke it to
You know what?
No, it was how.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it's how. You're right.
I respect. That's one of the things
Condescending
I
is
like
not
about Chris
good.
Carter.
If Chris was like
He's
a
like-
Buddhist monk and never spoke, his opinion of him, everybody would think he's the greatest guy ever.
He was a great player.
It might be misread too.
And I played with him for 9 years, so I have
All
a
right.
pretty good feel for him. But
He was a great player.
he was, I'm not going to argue that at all.
That's
and,
what he was.
and rightful to be in the Hall of Fame and all those things. But I just want to beat him up still. And I used to beat him up all the time. I used to put him in the hamper and just roll him into the showers because he just
You
was
did?
too. Yeah. I did. I swear to God, I did. On my mother's bed.
I believe you now.
Yeah. You went in the shower a couple times.
Anyway,
And then they said, I'll bet you can't put him in the hamper before you have to go out to special team practice. McDaniel and Christie each gave me $50 because Carter was making me, he was jumping out at me in all parts of the facility all day long because I had broken ribs. And so if he startled me, I would wince up and my ribs would click and pop. So he thought it was funny. So I'm like, you know what, here we go. So he did it right in front of those two guys. We'll pay you $50 if you put him in the hamper and roll him in the shower again. And
Even
I
with
had
the
him
bad ribs.
I had him in the hamper in about a minute and a half. Bad ribs and all. He went in, feet up, hanging out of that hamper, man.
Did it have a lid on it? Did you close the lid shut?
Didn't have a lid on it.
Oh.
But he got wet. He got wet. Yeah, he got
Did he
wet.
come up laughing?
No.
He actually, yes, he did, but he didn't have any choice. He was going in. He was going in the hamper.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
He and I had this thing. He and I both had this thing for each other that was just ridiculous. But anyway, and he's a great player. Trust me.
So
No,
was a
there's no
great player.
question about
he
that.
just tapped into your little
That's what it
the
was.
place that he shouldn't have.
He could
been.
rub everybody the wrong way.
It was the way he said it. To what Chuck said, it was the way he said it. The truth is not a bad thing. Getting the truth
I
out
had
of
to
someone
learn
is
how
not a
to
bad
do that.
thing.
Yeah.
It's just the way he went about it. Not tactful.
So
Yeah.
did you had him in the hamper? Did you have to turn on the showers and keep him in there, or were the showers like other people in there and you just
He was
launched
on
him
his
in
back
there?
in the bottom of Dennis Ryan's huge towel hamper.
Right.
Huge. So he's on his back with his legs hanging out over the top of it. And it was like a grocery cart. He couldn't even move down there. After you get him in,
Oh, it's all
you
over?
own him. Yeah, you
Oh,
own it.
okay.
Yeah, you just roll it down.
that
Big
is
rollers,
terrific.
you roll him in there.
All right, we gotta wrap up. Before we do, you mentioned that our pals in Maple Grove are back.
Because it's the time to
Time of the year.
experience Maple Grove. Because the holiday season is here and Maple Grove is your holiday headquarters. Did you know Maple Grove is second only to the Mall of America in retail space? They have everything from boutique specialty shops and spas to the top brands by Sitka and Lululemon. And best of all, You go to these stores, they're all centrally located. You park your car, you get out, and you can just walk. They're all over the place. They're right there. You don't have to hunt around and, we got to park over here. We got to go to this place. Where should we go on the ramp? We got to pay for parking here. None of that. So it's the season to shop till you drop. Grab a bite to eat at one of the nearly 150 restaurants they have there. You know, it's the restaurant capital of Minnesota. And make it a great family night by staying at one of their hotel properties right there in town. And the skating loop is opening up on Thanksgiving. So let's get out there and have a good time and experience Maple Grove.
Terrific. Take a quick break. The JimBob Sports Jamboree. Be right back. We are back with more of the JimBob Sports Jamboree. Vikings legend Chuck Foreman, the superstar Mike Morris, Fox 9's Jim Rich. I'm Bob Sansevere. And Jim, I'm thinking of taking up the paddle ball thing, the pickleball, the something with a paddle.
I would love to see it. And you know what? He's got the personality where you would have such great on-the-court etiquette. The people would love to play.
You know me.
No, he would.
It would be good.
Two things I'm going to do. Pickleball and... inspired partially by you, I might get my first tattoo.
Yes.
I'm going to get my logo, BS Show logo, and have all the family's names around it.
Yes.
So what I want to get, and I'm thinking, what was your first place for the tattoo? I'm thinking
Bicep.
upper arm.
Yeah, bicep. Yeah.
Oh, bicep.
Well,
that hurts
well,
there.
the outside right here. That
Well,
was my
it's the
first
upper
one.
arm.
That's exactly it, up there.
You covered it up.
Yeah, I sure did. Well, it's so old. This one's like over 30 years old.
And is the color, you got some color in there, but you got some really deep
You got all
pink.
kinds of
Yeah,
color.
I would do red and black. I do red and black, and then and I have one artist do it all. So Josh Arment.
Oh, one's done all of it.
I'd say 95% of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh Arment from Aloha Monkey in Burnsville.
Oh, I love the name of
And
it.
his uncle was Ed Hardy, who did the t-shirt designs.
Oh, all
So
right.
he's a good artist. He's a really good artist.
Because my son wants to get one too, because he played rugby at St. John's. He wants to get the rugby logo, I guess, or
Yeah.
that, whatever they call the thing on his calf, or not on his calf, on his thigh.
Yeah.
That's a big thing to do.
It is.
You got thigh ink?
Nothing on my arms or anything. It just on just sleeves. You
Okay.
know, that's all I got.
Do you have any, Chuck? Nope. Chuck's not a big fan.
I went
Chuck?
and watched them put the back in my. I said, no, man.
It's not too bad.
If I look,
if you don't like needles, it's not-
no, I can't handle that.
How about you, Jim? You all tatted up?
No, sir. No Fox 9 logos.
It's
How
here.
about
time
you?
to have some deep
You got
ink.
one,
No,
Bob?
I don't have any. I was thinking of maybe putting it on my chest.
Yes.
Like the old battleship.
That might hurt.
Logo. That would hurt. That's why it's not going there.
That would look good.
All right.
You know, if you want to look at Mike's tattoos, we are on a YouTube now. There they are. Look, he's going, punch it up. Hunter's going, punch it up. Look at that.
Woo!
Just go to Sports Legends USA, JimBob Sports Jamboree, and you can see the gun show for yourself. Give them both sides. What's up under the
Not too much. Right here. Little
yeah.
Milo barbell club.
Well, okay, that's the other thing. You never really plug your club. People could come see him there too if they want to work
barbell,
out.
if you want to come on in there, just give me a ring. What's my number? 612-239-7827, and just ask for the Gym Reaper. that'd be me. And come on in there and
The Gym Reaper. That's a great name.
come in and train with the Insane. You pay the piper, and I'm the piper. And so we have a fun time down at Milo Barbell. It's fun time. A lot of reps, a lot of sets, and that's where big things happen.
All right.
And you know what? You might need some of that to go to Michael. You know, Michael Lynch, you work out, and you get even stronger on that backhand.
Correct. And you need to figure out which kind of paddle you need. They have a great program where you could come in, take them, go play a few games, bring it back. I didn't like that one.
That's
They'll
right.
give you something else. So that's the beauty of it. Holidays are coming. It's a great way to go. They have gift certificates. They've got everything for the person in your life, or if it's you yourself that plays tennis or pickleball. Michael Lynn's is on Miracle Mile in St. Louis Park, right off Highway 100 and Excelsior. So check it out for the holidays. Your recipient of your kindness will be smiling.
So can you go in there, get a paddle, and have like a league, and every week you come back and try a different one and never have to buy?
I'm sure people like you have tried.
I would love to. I know I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. All right. I could ask both Chuck and Mike. Both of you have played. You probably played a dozen or so, and you played more than that against Green Bay. Was there something always different about it or special?
Well,
Chuck, and you played when they were lousy.
Yeah, they were lousy, but they still had that Green Bay reputation. Even especially when you went to Lambeau Field, it didn't matter who had the better record, or even when they came up here.
Who'd you play? Lynn Dickey, the quarterback, when you played? Or was that before him?
They had so many. Him and what's that? Del Gazio? What's the guy that was at the Dolphins? They went to Green Bay. He played up there.
I don't know that guy.
Man, yeah. But anyway, they had a couple, 3 or 4 different ones.
What about
None
you?
of them were that good.
Were they good when you? Yeah, they were getting
really good.
good.
No, they had Brett Favre the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
You never
much.
played Mikowski.
Might have played once against Mikowski. I played against the Packers 20 times. So
Wow.
20 times and 19 to 20 with Favre.
yeah, true story.
You got to be near the record for most times playing against the Packers
Twice
because you'd
a
have to be NFC
No,
North time.
Not twice a year. I mean,
Right here.
What?
No, I
Played
don't
him
even
7
know.
straight years.
Yeah, 7 straight.
I mean, that's 14.
That's 28.
14 years.
I mean, so how many years you with the Vikings?
14 games.
I was 9, but I played against the Packers with other teams that I played for too.
Oh.
But I played against them twice before I ever got here.
Well,
I
I
played
mean-
them twice a year here.
Now Harrison Smith would have had,
I mean,
he's had a few.
That'd be
Yeah,
28.
no doubt. He's had
Quite a few.
But that's a
yeah.
lot, though, to have
I
played
go back
against.
to Milwaukee County Stadium. Do you ever play at Milwaukee
Yeah,
County?
one year. we
The same
did.
sidelines?
They used to switch it out.
Yeah.
Remember, they used to switch it from Green Bay to
Correct.
Milwaukee every now and then.
Yep.
4 games at each is what they used to have. They'd go 4 home at Milwaukee,
Oh, that's
I think,
right.
and 4 because there are still different season ticket holders. There's the Milwaukee season ticket holders, and they get 4 games at Green Bay. Then there's the Green Bay season ticket holders who get 4 games at Green Bay. I'm sure, unless that's changed. Do you know, Jim?
Right. No, there's some kind of package that's still out there that's a Milwaukee package. You get 3 or 4 games. Yeah.
Because it's not. No one has all the games.
Oh,
I
sure
don't
you
think.
do. Sure.
Well, I
'cause
guess
the
those that got
stadium's
both.
big enough. Right.
Those that got both.
Those are, yeah. No, the stadium is not all split. Milwaukee contingent is getting pretty small.
They're all dying
tickets
off?
Yeah, those tickets are going away.
That's too bad. So because the people are going away, the tickets are going away. Life's tough.
We played on the
And then
same
you
side.
die.
We were on the same sideline. Did you know that?
Yes, because I covered games.
Yeah.
I remember
That was
going
weird.
there.
At Milwaukee?
That was really weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like
When I
we
first
had
started covering
Minnesota.
the first few years.
That was weird.
At Metropolitan Stadium, we had the same thing.
Really, at the Met? Really? You were on the
That's
same
what yellow,
sideline?
yeah.
On the same sideline.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, on that far sideline.
Yeah, and I used to just if it was real cold, you could roll over there and roll near
Hey,
where the
throw me
where
some
the
gloves.
yeah. No,
right.
they had the heaters blowing out over there.
Chuck, in that corner of the end zone, was there any room from the corner to the to where the stands were? Because it
Talking
looks
about
like
the
there's
third
nothing.
base side.
Yes.
When
It looks
you're-
like there's
the third
nothing.
base side. It was right up to that fence.
I mean, you
Right.
could, like they've got the Lambeau leap. You could go up for a pass and land in
Now
the
you
stands.
can land. Yeah, it's close.
Well, they had all the stuff rolled up off the.
That
The turf
that
up
football
against those
field
gates.
just fit in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, and MacArthur Lane ended up running out of the end zone and having to turn sideways and hitting this gate with his body sideways to stop. I mean,
You
I'll never
played with
forget.
MacArthur Lane?
No, but I remember him doing that. I guess
okay.
you.
Yeah,
that
I
was
remember
your bunch.
MacArthur Lane, man.
That was a great song by the Beatles. All right, we're gonna take. Oh wait, that was something else.
Jenny Lane or whatever.
All right, we're going to take a quick break in the JimBob Sports Jamboree. Be right back. We'll come back. You'll hear about the Gophers. Be right back.
The 2026 World Junior Hockey Championship is coming to Minnesota in December.
Skips around here, throws it in front. Perot scores!
Don't miss the NHL's future superstars in your backyard.
Walks to the middle, his shot, and scores! A shot stopped by Splukinski. Stevens in, he scores! Team USA has gone back-to-back!
Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit worldjuniorsmn26.com.